Alright, there we go. I think we are good. We just take a quick look. Oops, don't want to do that. Alright, almost there. I just want to post this on Twitter real quick, and then we will carry on. Almost there. Alright, we're good. Okay. So before we carry on, show you guys what the radar looks like right now. If I can get the phone off the mount. So we're in a pretty heavy band right now. You can see the blue dot. That is our location. All this stuff is going upwards, so we're going to be in some fairly heavy stuff here. Hold on, let me get motion on this real quick. Yeah, so should get pretty interesting here in the next, say, 20 or 30 minutes or so. Anyways. Now I just got to figure out where I want to go. I think that band's gonna, well, it's definitely gonna hit here. But I think the heaviest of the band is gonna hit a little further to the east. So that's probably where I'm gonna go. Go over to like Gardner or Westminster or something. I think that's what we'll do. So let's do that. Also turn down the heat in here a little bit. Yeah, this storm is not nearly as bad as that one I streamed a few weeks back, but it's still a decent enough storm, impactful enough to many. It's worth streaming, and it's right in my backyard, so why not? Still probably going to get 48 inches out of the storm. A few spots will probably get a little bit more, but certainly enough to snow blow and plow. Good thing is the roads should not be as treacherous as they were a few weeks back. They were awful during that live stream, especially at the beginning of it. That band to our south is strengthening too. So we actually got a little bit of orange showing up, so that is going to be some serious snow for a little while. Clear left. Again, not as bad as the other storm, but this road isn't particularly good. This is the main highway, so this is going to be the best it's going to get. I can still comfortably do about 45 though, so it's not that bad. Unless we get stuck behind a sander. Yeah. Uh, can't see the things because it's not plowed. Looks like someone had a minor wipeout right there. Our speed is dropping. Need to make the determination of how far east we're actually going to go. It's probably not going to be that far. So we have another exit coming up. It's just for the same town though, so I won't be taking this, but probably the next one, which is in about 2 miles or so, and then kind of reevaluate where this band is going. I have a good feeling this band is probably going to be the heaviest one that we're going to see tonight, unless something else pops up, which, of course, is always possible. Ah, damn it. Certainly could not see the lines at all, so just kind of riding in the middle with this guy. Snow is definitely picking up. That band is growing. Yeah, we're definitely exiting. Next exit. It's not going to be a long duration event, but that band is going to be, should be intense. Might actually already be getting in it. When was the last radar update? It was 5 minutes ago. It's possible. Oh yeah. Wind's picking up a little bit too. Starting to get into that thick of it. Now we gotta find the exit. Visibility is dropping. Make sure this guy doesn't hit me. Oh wow, look at all those cars. I think we actually caught up to a plow convoy, so that works that we're exiting. Yeah, once we stop, I'll show the radar again, show that band that's almost here. I just gotta decide which way I want to go here. Indecisive driver. Thing is, I just want to pull over in a parking lot just for a second. And you have to go a decent ways either way to get to a parking lot, so. Now we're starting to get in it. Wonder if the businesses down here are still going to be open. If I had to guess, I'd say probably. But what do I know? Clear left, clear right. Not a good spot to pull over in a snowstorm. What are you beeping at? Looks like they're actually open. Just pull in here for a minute. They're open as well. Well, looks like they were open. Let's get motion real quick. It looks like, of course, now that I went east, it's building back to the west, back home. Oh, might be going back west. How about that? not solid, but looks like we actually have a little bit of like training snow. So I wouldn't be shocked if snow totals are a little bit higher in this general area. No, I don't want to open Spotify. God. While I'm here, I want to check the line score, because if I wasn't live streaming, I'd be watching that. 21-7. Let's go Lions. Alright, anyways, back to this. Alright, I gotta figure out what I want to do. It's a tough call, because the heaviest part of the band is going to go west of here. But I think the majority of the stuff to our south is going to be here, east of here, so you almost got to pick, like, which one do you want to sacrifice missing. Also, my ass is on fire. I have to turn the seat warmer off. Now, I'm fogging up a little bit. All right. What I can do, I can go a little west. Go to, like, the first exit in Gardner. So, that's what we'll do. We get stuck behind a plow convoy, then. That's just unfortunate. Clear. I will say, though, roads are actually worse than I thought they'd be, because we haven't had that much snow yet from this storm. Probably only like 2 inches. I wish the on-ramp was a little bit closer to where we just were. At some point, I'll also should probably step outside and take a measurement. Like I was saying, though, visually, a few inches so far. Nothing that crazy. Alright, back west we go. Thoroughly enjoyed coming this far east. couple cars. Good. Except for those guys. Low rider. Got a guy coming up pretty fast behind me. Hopefully he doesn't do something stupid. Looks like he is going to attempt a pass. And there he goes. Honestly, I probably could too. Taking this exit though, so not going to. Alright, the band should be getting here momentarily. Momentary thumpage. I'll do one of my favorite things to do during a snowstorm to illuminate snow. You pull into a parking, not a parking mall, a strip mall parking lot with a bunch of lights to illuminate the snow. One of the oldest tricks in the books. Also, why are we speeding up so much? Where'd that come from? I had to open my mouth. Pull around here. No. Wow. They don't even have it lit up that much. Lame. Let's see. that band is coming this way, so yeah, within the next 5 or 10 minutes, yeah, it'll be here. I hate how it keeps focusing on the water on the windshield. Keep bouncing around. Just keep hopping around town. Why not? Clear. I know it's not a huge storm, but I am still surprised that a lot of these places are open. Why is it that every time I turn somewhere, the car behind me is always following me? Leave me alone. There we go. This parking lot is slightly illuminated better. Oof. I was close to hitting that car next to me. I may want to leave here because I'm not sure I feel comfortable around this giant tractor. The problem is, obviously, when you're doing these storms and it's 8 o'clock at night, it's not exactly quiet like it was for the other one. Always prefer those early morning storms. All right, let's do another quick radar look before I move again. There you go. Blue circle. Blue circle is me. It's not focusing, but heavy bands coming in right now. And all this stuff from the south is coming pretty much this way, so hold on, just get in motion real quick. So, like I was saying, snow looks like it's kind of training in this area, so totals might be a little bit higher here. And snow is definitely picking up right now, so. Band's like kind of pivoting a little bit. Weakening a little bit too. Alright. I'll get out of this plow's way. Guy's standing outside in a short sleeve shirt. What do we have here? Is this a cop? Has to be a cop. Yep, it's a cop. Come to a complete stop. They certainly got the plows out in full force, though. There's been an insane amount of plows out in the short time I've been out here. Obviously, it's a good thing. Just an observation. Another one. Pretty seen on the trees. Heavy wet snow, so we are sticking to the trees. Temperature is currently 33 degrees. No, that wasn't meant to rhyme. But yeah, just about freezing, so heavy, heavy snow. So not going to be fun to either shovel or snow blow the snow from this storm tonight, tomorrow morning, whenever. I'll let this guy go because I'm going last. Make sure I don't go down the wrong way. Basically just checking off all the bright parking lots in this town. Last time I was here during the other storm, keep in mind this is at like 1 or 2 in the morning, so there really shouldn't have been anybody here, and there wasn't. So I pull in here, and naturally, the second I pull in here, a big-ass truck pulls in right behind me, starts doing donuts about 20 feet away from my vehicle, shouting like a banshee. So I was like, all right, that's my cue to get out of here. Snow has definitely picked up now. Still not absurd, but it's heavy. Enough to make driving difficult. A lot of gaps in the storm. Not a concise snowstorm like you would normally expect. You get these bursts of heavy snowfall, and then you get lulls of nothing. In fact, this band keeps weakening. It's just about on top of us, but it's definitely on a weakening trend for about the past 10 minutes or so. Well, I'm here. Might as well take a measurement. Snow in this parking lot. Again, doesn't look like that much, but let's see. That's nice. Big thing of snow just fell right on my leg. Alright, let's see. I don't know if this parking lot has been plowed. Honestly, it probably has, but either way, there's about 2 inches of heavy snow. It's probably snowing at about 1 inch per hour right now, so it's supposed to snow through tomorrow morning. Again, in intervals, but should still be able to pick up another 2 to 4 inches or so before the storm wraps up. It's been a tough one to forecast because of the breaks in the storm and the not dry air, but the warm temperatures and the rain snow line. even up until today, forecasters still were having a tough time discerning who is going to get how much, and because even up to just yesterday, areas around here were forecasted to get 8 to 12 inches of snow, and now it's looking likely it's going to be 4 to 8, if that, maybe even 3 to 6 or something. But definitely one of the more complicated forecasts I've seen in a while. Usually when you get within like a, I don't know, 24-hour window of the storm, you get pretty good agreement with models of when it's going to start, how much people are going to get, but that was just simply not the case with this one. Even last night, models were just all over the place. One model said the storm was going to start at 10 o'clock up here. Another one said 2 o'clock. One model said we get 11 inches of snow. The other one said we get 2. So it's not much agreement. Snow is starting to fill into the, which is what was supposed to happen, but like I said, it's been a tough storm to forecast, so there's no guarantee that that's actually what's going to happen. Still snowing heavily here, though. Oh, great. I hear a plow. Oh, never mind. He's up there. But there you go. There's your classic heavy snowfall and a light shot. Man, I can't wait to actually live stream actual storm chases this summer. That should be a fun learning experience. That'll be interesting, though. I have Verizon, which isn't one of the better carriers, especially around here. Like once you start chasing in the basically any mountainous area, so the Catskills, the Green Mountains, you are gonna lose service. So that could be interesting. But I was surprised when I did my first live stream a few weeks back during that other snowstorm. There's some areas around here locally that do not have good service when I'm not streaming. And the stream did fine, so I don't know. Maybe they'll do fine. I don't know. Also going to try and take the stream out to the plains, so that'll be fun. All right, let's do another quick radar look, and then we'll carry on. Still snowing heavily. Band's weakened a little bit though. And then zoom out a little bit. Spottiness, but it's trying to fill in a little bit to the west. So this probably isn't going to be that long of a stream, but I wanted to get out here for this 1 to 2 hour period of heavier snow. As like I was saying earlier, it's definitely impactful enough. Alright, let's move. This car behind me doesn't even have his headlights on. It's an interesting maneuver. This band is going poof before our eyes. So the snow will probably be slowing down here in a minute. Got all the cars moved off to the side at the dealership. It's funny, that's always been one of those stupid things I think of during snowstorms. How fun must that be to do? Move like, God, I don't even know how many cars a dealership has in their parking lot. Probably 100. Have to move 100 cars. I don't know if they have to use individual keys for every car, or they have like a master key or something. But still, I can't imagine that's a fun experience. God, we just have plows all over the place. Where were all these guys when we actually needed them during that large snowstorm a few weeks back? I know it was 2 a.m. in the morning, but damn, there was only a handful of them out that night. What time even is it? Almost 8:30. Got more bands trying to fill into our cell. It's probably going to slide off to the east. Let's just meander our way over to center of town. Probably call it shortly. I think snow is going to be lightening up, so probably got the heavier of it. Definitely an underperformer of a storm. Although, like was previously stated, it's been a tough one to forecast, so you can't really necessarily say it was an underperformer. Who knows? Maybe the radar will fill back in overnight and we'll actually get to projected totals. It's definitely possible. Yikes. At least I haven't seen any accidents or any stuck people so far tonight. Already an improvement over the last storm. There was a guy in a ditch, so. Yeah. We do have another band coming up from the south, so that's what I mean. You think you're out of it, and then not so fast. There's no chance this guy's going to pull out in front of me. Thank God. Never know. Ouch. Man, the road sounds so slushy. It doesn't even sound like snow. This heavy, wet snow is just killer. Well, I was gonna go there, but that plow's blocking the entire way, so not gonna do that. I'll just pull in here real fast. If my brakes allow me to. Wow. That was the first time my brakes have actually, well, not brakes, but first time I've actually slipped a little. Just want to take a closer look at this radar real fast. Yeah, the storm's starting to wrap around a little bit where initially at the beginning of the storm, everything was moving that way. And now as the storm starts to pull away a little bit, for the most part it is still moving that way, but you can see over on this side it's starting to come back that way a little bit. So as the night goes on, forecasts did say that they think that this area would fill in a little bit. Not necessarily heavy snow, but just with snow. So probably pick up a few more inches overnight. And then, like I said, get a few bursts of higher energy here and there throughout the night. Kind of out of that heavy band, but still coming down at a pretty good clip right now. Yep, it's starting to get that wraparound action. The band that we just had here is, although dying, it is trying to come back. I'm just going to step outside of the vehicle for a moment, stretch my legs. Put my hat on. Actually, I know this parking lot hasn't been plowed, so let's see how much they have here. Not much more, 3 inches, but at least that one's probably authentic. Man, too many cars around. Don't these people want to go to bed or watch the football game? Apparently not. No, I tell you what. We do have this band intensifying off to our west. So let's head west a little bit. Kind of see what's going on over there. I've got to go all the way around. Damn one-way streets. my radar behind? 29. Five minutes slow, but that's not really behind in radar terms. Just wondering, because on the radar we are trying to look here. Shouldn't really be snowing that hard, but it's still coming down, so I don't know. Tricky little storm. Follow this plow for a little bit. I will say one thing I'm happy with. Early part of the stream, my hotspot was giving me a little bit of an issue, but ever since it's been stable, so that's good to know. So I was doing a little bit of an experiment. Obviously, I'm still new to live streaming on YouTube, and because I stream from my phone, I kind of need to jerry-rig my setup a little bit, so have my phone hotspot open to my laptop and have the radar open here. So kind of experimenting for actual storm season during the summer. Still haven't fully decided on how I want to do that, but it's good to know that this setup does work if need be. Alright, let's head west. Nobody's been on this on-ramp for a while. Clear. Plow came by here. That's nice and messy. Wow, look at that. Road's actually decent. Sounds like I'm driving through a giant puddle right now. It's probably a sign not to go too far, or else I'm going to catch up to that plow convoy. And then that'll be fun. we could only get thunder snow again. I wish I was live streaming for that. That would have been great. Unfortunately, this storm is not nearly intense enough to get thunder snow. Alright, we have an exit coming up. We have a good overview point here. If I see a plow, I'm probably going to bail. I think I see a plow. I do see a plow. Decisions have to be made in 20 seconds. Fine. Stay on here for one more exit. Go over the Athol. I'm probably going to regret this decision in about 1 minute, because these plows do not look like they're moving very fast. Got like 4 plows here. 2 of them are just sitting on the other side. Actually, there's 3 plows here. Taking a break, I guess. I take back what I said. This plow's actually moving at a decent clip. I guess relatively. How's our gas situation doing? $70 miles left. I might get gas. Maybe. That's what happens when you can't see the line. Thing is, I'm pretty sure gas is extremely expensive at this exit, so probably I don't need gas. It would just be one less thing I have to do tomorrow, so. Now, we're going to get off here anyways. We'll see what the price is. If the price is right, which it won't be, because mobile is always expensive. plow was moving pretty good. And we've kind of come back to reality here. Is he exiting? I think he is. Yeah, you would be exiting. I have a personal vendetta against the plows. Damn. Should have known when he started slowing down. Well, we'll take a peek at the gas prices while we're here. Probably have a good laugh and then carry on. What? My car had visibility for like half a second. And then I've decided, no we don't. Let's see. Is he going left or right? We're going to stay here. Sir? Alright, I guess we're going to sit on the off-ramp behind this plow. I don't know what that was about. We have 4 plows in the span of like 50 feet. I think that's a little bit of overkill. Where are you going? Watch him go into the gas station. Son of a bitch. I can't get away from this guy. Actually, I can, because I'm not getting gas here. Yep, 329. No, thank you. Now I need a spot to turn around. There's a car following me, so I don't think I have time. Actually, if I do it quick, yeah, I do have time. Alright, quick U-turn. No, he must have turned anyways. Alright, well that works. With another plow behind me. My God. We're setting a record for the amount of plows in tonight. Some of these guys, I don't know what they're doing. Like, this guy's just kind of sitting in oncoming traffic. Oh, whoops. just realized my high beams were on and I just blinded like 4 people. Oops. Just go over here because there's nobody here. That'll probably change when I pull in here though. Just want to stop for a second as usual just to assess the situation. Now, that band off to our west is kind of fizzling a little bit. Not that it was much of anything to begin with, but I'll show you guys radar here in uno momento. Yeah, we're definitely starting to see that storm pull away. We're getting the wraparound effect. There's just a lot of gaps in the snowfall, so if there wasn't gaps, it would be a decent storm, but not meant to be in this one. Alright, one sec. So again, we are the blue dot, right there. So we have that heavier band hit. Hold on, let me hold this with 2 cameras so you don't get a headache. So yeah, we had the heavier band hit about an hour ago, and we've had intermittent snow going on for about, ever since. You got a bunch of breaks in the snowfall off to the west, with some pockets of heavier snow, which is going to lead to some interesting totals across the state. It's probably going to be a lot of, you get one town where you have, say, 6 inches of snow, and then the next town over you have not the next town, but 2 towns over you have 3. It's probably going to be a lot of somewhat sharp gradients, so that's why it's been such a tough storm to forecast. Oh, seeing as that's not really building, probably going to head back towards home, start making progress. We'll see if anything happens in the 20 minutes it's probably going to take to get home. If anything does, we'll keep going. If not, probably call it. Maybe even catch the end of the football game. Although, actually, while I'm here, let me check the score. Hell, I could even pull it up on my laptop, although it's probably not advisable. I'm not going to do that. 24-17 Lions. Damn, 49ers are coming back. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Alright, still plenty of time. Of course, there's a car. Yep, always in the way, no matter where I go. I didn't even think Taco Bell was open, but damn. This guy wants his taco. Alright. Anyways. With a car coming, alright, I'll let him go. Oh, of course, he's turning here. Why wouldn't he? What is happening? Everybody's just sitting here. I guess people have lost their mind. more plows. Looks like snow is lightening up a little bit. That is what radar is indicating as well, so that makes sense. It's a really weird storm. That's about all I can say about it. Alright, follow this guy on Route 2 East. Whoa! Little power slide right there. This car has very good traction in the snow, but once in a while, even this vehicle will get a little hiccup. Looks like we just missed another plow convoy. This side's pretty good. Radar is getting quite spotty. Wow, I can actually see the white line on the right side a little bit. The first time tonight I've been able to see any of the road lines. So, whatever plow came by here, kudos to you. You did a good job. We're actually able to do up to 45 miles an hour right now comfortably, so yeah, conditions are definitely getting better for the meantime here, so no guarantee that's going to last. But for the foreseeable future, central Massachusetts is not in the heavy stuff. Yeah. Gotta stay in your lane. Up to 50 miles an hour now. I got no one behind me. Guy on the left in front of me is on the left side. Guy on the right is on the right. I'm kind of just cruising in the middle. Safest spot to be. More road markings. You can actually see pavement. Looks like we may have another band trying to form to our south. I know I've said that numerous times tonight, but just letting you guys know what the radar's showing. Trying to get an idea of exactly where. Not really easy to do while driving, obviously. It's probably about 15 miles to our south. It's going to take a while to get here, though. Uh-oh, there's the plow. Now, it helps that there's not a ton of snow, so these plows are actually moving at not that bad of a speed tonight on the highways. Compared to when you have some bigger snowstorms and they go like 10, then it takes you like half an hour to go 2 miles or something. They're actually leaving space for you to pass too, which is nice. That doesn't always happen. God, feels like a storm chaser with those flashing lights. Damn. Alright. I'm going to pull over here at this exit and reevaluate, see what this band's doing. I was probably going to call it, but if this band's actually going to come up here, then I will keep going. Like I said, I just can't get a good idea just taking quick glances at it. Need to actually take a thorough look to make a good judgment call. We were doing so good. I gave the plows so much credit, and then we slowed down. I can actually smell the plow. I can smell him scraping the asphalt. I can smell the burning. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but it's not a pleasant smell. Speaking of, man, those lights are bright. They're messing up the stream. It's so freaking bright. Good. You guys are going left. I'm going right. Thank you very much. All right. My window's fogged up over here. It's not good. Hello, officer. Miniature heart attack moment when you see the brake lights go on as you pass a cop. Of course you're turning. All right. Wow, that was a terrible parking job. All right, let's see. What do we got? Yeah. All right, let me show you what I'm looking at. So like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of breaks in the snow, but there's some heavier bands out there. We got that blue dot right there. If we want to focus, that's my location. You can see there's some bands off to our south that are trying to intensify and slowly push north. So for now, we're kind of in a little bit of a lull. What to do, what to do. want to get out of the way of these plows. Seems to be no matter where I go, I'm in the way of somebody. It's kind of been the theme of the night. Clear. Should probably clean off my wipers and stuff. Starting to get some accumulation. Alright. What are the odds a plow decides to want to plow this parking lot when I'm here? Probably pretty good. Alright. Just 1 second. I'm just going to try and clean the wipers off real fast. I'll be right back. Well, while I'm here, I guess I'll take another measurement. Not much. 2.5. Alright. There was a plow that was coming this way, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then he pulled off. You can see him on the right side right now. How's that band doing to herself? It's there. It's not super impressive. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to go back east, go one town over. That'll take about 10 minutes or so, and by the time we get over there, should probably have a pretty good idea of whether this band's going to be worth it or not to stay out here for. So that is what we will do. Another plow. Let me just check that line score again. Not that I'm following it. San Francisco's winning. Shoot me. Damn. 10 minutes left. All right, go Lions. All right. Anyways, back to this. Let me get out of here before a plow actually decides he does want to plow this parking lot. Should also. Do I have a towel in here? Kind of should clean my. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the. Oh wait, no, I did show you the band. Do I have a towel? Not really. All right. Try and wipe off some of this condensation on my driver's side window. I'm talking too much. Ouch. I got a guy absolutely blazing it behind me. Oh, actually, he's backing off a little bit. It's not a good sign. When I was at that intersection, that guy came flying up to the intersection. Oh, we're about to catch up to a plow anyway, so doesn't really matter. I could get gas in this town. Gas is slightly cheaper here, a little bit more reasonable. Crawling along. We're doing 19 miles an hour. 18. We're going slow. That's the point. The camera is focusing on the water. There we go. This is probably the lightest it's been snowing all night. This guy's taking out the sidewalk. Oh! Oh my god. Just sit back a little bit from this guy in case he detaches someone's mailbox or something. Well, I said it would take a bit of time to get over this town. I didn't think it would be because of a plow. But then again, I don't know why I didn't think that. I think I am probably going to get gas here real quick. Try and kill a little bit of time for this band coming up. It's, as of now, it doesn't look quite as heavy as that band that came through about an hour and a half ago, but it's definitely going to be heavier than this. So maybe make that the last hurrah of the night. Maybe. It's definitely taking its time, though. Actually, when was this radar updated? 9:20, which is 4 minutes ago. I wasn't actually paying attention to what gas prices were around here. They should be better, though. They typically are. But we'll take a peek. I already came through here once tonight. I'm just kind of going in circles, staying local but moving. Actually, I wonder if the gas stations are open. That might be a whole nother thing. No, we're gonna find out. Nice night for a walk or a jog, whatever that guy was doing. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. That gas ain't any cheaper. That's a bummer. Whoa. Watch it. I wonder if I can check Gas Buddy on my laptop. Probably can. Pull in here for the time being. Alright, just sit here for a moment. I'll show you guys the radar quickly. So, dual view. As said, blue dots where we are, right there. And you can see this band slowly forming and migrating north, which is what currently has my interest, because you can see right now we're kind of in a, I'll wait for it to get back, kind of in a little bit of a lull here. But once that gets up here, that should be, assuming it doesn't weaken, which it very well could, bring heavier snow back. Alright, let me see if I can pull up Gas Buddy real fast. Looks like there's an app. Or not an app, a website. I have never used the actual website, so this is interesting. Show map. There we go. Alright. Slowly figuring it out. Service isn't the best here either, so I basically just want to know, there's a few gas stations on the other side of town here. If they're any cheaper, then probably go over there. This is not cooperating. Man, why do you gotta be so difficult? I have the app on my phone, but I can't check it because it would end the stream. So, catch 22. Oh, actually, damn, this place is actually more expensive than I thought. Alright, yeah, hell with this. I'm going to the other one. The gas station I was making fun of earlier is actually cheaper than this one. I didn't realize that it's one of these gas stations where they have a member price, and that one threw me for a loop. It's also a surprise. Usually this one's cheaper than the rest of them around here, but for whatever reason it's not right now. Slipping and sliding. That band is weakening a little bit to our south. That cop is also gone from earlier. Alright, let's see how we're doing down here for prices. This has slowly become a hunting for the cheapest gas stream while I wait for this band of snow to come up. It's 9 cents cheaper. That's more expensive. Oh my god! Just can't win with the gas tonight. Oh well. And there's a plow in that parking lot. Why not? Dang. It's funny, I've lived here all my life, and I don't think I've ever gotten gas at this station that I'm about to. If they're open. Never mind, they're not open. Wonder if I could still get gas. I'm not gonna bother, but I wonder. Nice bumpy road. My God, this road's not good. It's actually not the road. I think it's ice under the snow. Temperature is hovering at 33 degrees. It's been that the entire night. Get some McDonald's right now. Oh, there you go. There's the winner for the highest gas price around here. 3.39. Might have to clean my wipers again. Nice. There goes like half the snow on my roof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean the car off here. If this light ever wants to turn green. There we go. I'll never understand how the car decides when and where to go into that power saving mode. It is such a bizarre thing. There'll be times when I'm sitting at a light for 2 minutes and it won't do it. Then there'll be times I'm sitting at a light for 5 seconds and it does it. Really weird. Alright. So here's the current look at the radar. That band is still trying to come up here. It's getting close. And it's holding steady-ish in intensity. As you can see, it's not as you can see because we're focused on the windshield. As you can see, it is still snowing. Not at a impressive clip, but still snowing. And we're in a lull right now, so that should pick up in intensity. Damn it, the lines are going to lose. That's a bummer. Going to get the Super Bowl that no one wanted. except for those fan bases. Oh well. Oh well, bright futures. Alright, where's my snow cleaner thing? Alright, hold on. Turn that off. I'm gonna go clean my front of my car. I'll be right back. Man, I tell you what, if I was a kid, or if I had a kid, which I'm not to either, obviously, this would be the absolute perfect snow to make snowballs or have a snowball fight or build a fort or a snowman or whatever. It is so wet and so heavy. I don't know if you could see, but when I was cleaning my windshield there, I mean, grabbing some of that snow off, and it's just like absolutely perfect. Anyways, I think I might actually be tempted to go east a little bit. Our snow band, it is still coming. No, I'll do this one. It's a little heavier off to the south and east, and it's going to get here sooner if you go east. Radar is starting to fill in a little bit. I'm not going to stay out here all night, but we had about this 1 to 1.5 hour lull period, and it looks like it may be starting to pick up a little bit again. I keep saying I'm gonna like call the stream soon, and then I see another snow band, and I'm like, oh, maybe we'll chase that one. Camera really loves focusing on that water on the windshield. Got to keep the wipers running constantly to prevent that from happening. Although that's annoying as hell. At least the wipers aren't screeching. That could be worse. Trying to make a call here. What I want to do. Last few frames of the radar, it looks like it's coming actually a little bit northwest, so might not have to move actually. If I have a choice, I'd obviously like to not travel on the highway any more than I have to. When's my last radar update? 9:45, 5 minutes old. Alright. Yeah, so this should be here any minute now. Obviously it's not, because snow is still light. I also gotta make sure I don't run out of gas here. 50 miles left in the tank. Alright. That is noted. Bumpy, 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 bumpy. Need to adjust that camera a little bit. People are still getting McDonald's at 10 o'clock at night. Damn. Now the third time I've been here. Told you guys, just looping around. Also just trying to kill time here. Try and dodge this giant manhole. Yes, this is live now. Clean Planet. Pull into here real fast. This parking lot has not been plowed yet. Oops. Little X game action there. Someone was doing donuts here. Alright, how is that band doing? Stalling out and weakening. Awesome. Man, that is so close. Literally 2 miles south of here. You wish you had snow like that? So peaceful. Snow is peaceful. I'm assuming you're from the UK based on your name. Could be a horrible guess. I don't know. Kind of want the snow to pick up here. At least for all intensive purposes. Yep, there you go. I would have been kind of disappointed if that wasn't true, but where we get nothing, where would that be? The southern part of the UK? I don't know my UK meteorology, much of what happens over there. I don't know. I know it's always warm-ish, relatively speaking, but oh, while we wait for this band, let's take another look at the radar. The southeast, where Dreamland is. Yep, I got you. All right. Little blue circle. That's current location. Let me get motion so you can see which way the snow is moving. If I can find my cursor. There we go. So this band was coming up here. Now it's kind of stalled out and weakened a little bit. It's trying to fill in. Just a whole bunch of mediocreness. Oops. I thought I just ended the stream by accident. That would have been nice. Please, God, let us have that snow. So have you never had snow there? I thought the UK gets a little bit of snow, but like I said, I don't know my geography or not geography. I can't even think of the word. Probably know what I'm trying to say, but oops, that's wrong. There we go. Southeast coast where the sea is. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we get the same thing over here. The warm waters kind of, for the most part, prevent snow from happening. Kind of need the right conditions in order to get accumulating snow by the ocean. So yeah, that makes sense. Once in a while, though, you can get the right conditions. Like I remember here in Massachusetts on Cape Cod, there was one storm when I was younger that I think they got a foot or two of snow, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty rare. We had a blizzard up here a couple of years ago that they got snow, but for the most part it was inland. Last time we had good snow was about 2 or 4 years. Yeah, so not that often, unfortunately. That can go two ways. Either if you like snow, obviously it's not good for you. But if you don't like snow, then it's great for you because you go most of the winter without snow. Climate change, yeah, that doesn't help either. Personally, for me as a golfer, I wouldn't mind not getting snow all winter. Keep the golf courses open. But that's just me being selfish. Man, this band is really starting to look wimpy. Alright. I'm not thrilled about this, but I decided that for the greater good, well, not the greater good, but for the logistical value of it, I am going to get gas here, even though it's expensive. There's also a cop watching me on the other side of the gas station. I'll go wave to him. Making sure I'm not doing any malicious things. I could be really cheap and only fill up like half my tank. When it snows a little bit, I get excited. Then when it's time to go, yeah, I understand that. All right, I'm gonna fill up the tank. So while I'm filling the tank, enjoy the view of the gas station getting snow because I know it's throwing. man. I know my gas tank was almost empty, but that took a ridiculously long amount of time. Lovely gas station. We call it petrol station. Yeah, I know. I almost said jokingly as I went in. Wow. This snowband doesn't want us to have fun. Alright. I already fell for this prank once tonight, but I'm gonna do it again. We're going east, because that's where the snow is. I'll go east a little bit, come back, and then, unless something crazy happens, then that will be it. But that'll still take a little bit. Now that the football game's over, I don't have any need to go back home, so. Try to not hit the random pedestrian walking at 10 o'clock at night. Back on this extremely bumpy road. I swear to God, if this snowband somehow finesses itself around me, it's going to be quite uncool. If radar is correct, though, once we start going east, snow should pick up in intensity. Right now, obviously, not much is happening, but that should change. What's the time? Here it is currently 10:11 p.m. Over there, it's got to be what? 2 or 3 in the morning? The roads actually look pretty good. It's been snowing lightly, actually, yeah. This road's just wet. This is significantly better than the last time I was on it, a couple of hours ago. I can almost do normal highway speed. My camera's actually a little off center. There we go, that's better. Bothering the little OCD part of me. Well, the good thing is, lighter snow can drive easier. Just subscribe to me. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the content. 3:12 a.m., yeah. Normal people would say that's really late, but that's actually about when I usually go to bed, so I will not say anything. So these late night streams kind of work out for me. And it does seem like the snow is picking up a little bit. Still very manageable, but we're also going 60 miles an hour, so loving it at the moment. Thank you. Don't crash. Yeah, that's part of the plan. Now, he's from the UK. I'm currently streaming from Massachusetts. It's only 10:15 here, but still fairly late. Making good progress right now. Didn't expect to be going this fast at any point tonight. Roads are pretty good. Here in Virginia, yeah, we're in the same time zone. Yep. This band is strengthening. Trying to get a good idea of where we are. My little spotter dot disappeared. Um, that's not right. I just updated my dot, and all of a sudden it thinks I'm on the coastline, which I am not. Let's go check out the local ski resort, see what's going on over there. Last time I was on this road during a snowstorm. This road was awful, but it hasn't snowed nearly as much and not as heavy, so it should be better. Glad to be riding with you, CF. Road looks like our interstate here. I'm glad you're here, Lynn. Thank you. Sliding, sliding, spinning. It's currently Sunday night here. 10 p.m. Sunday night. Now the snow seems like it's kind of lightened up a bit again. Very, very strange storm. Not much consistency. Is this guy snow blowing? He is snow blowing. He's on a lawnmower. It's kind of interesting to be snowing at 10:30 at night. Snow blowing at 10:30 at night, I should say. I'm sure his neighbors love him for that. Yeah, I remember when I was on this road last time, I think the fastest I could go was probably like 25 miles an hour. Conditions are a lot better. You're in the future, technically, because it is 3 a.m. Monday over there, and it is 10 p.m. Sunday over here. So technically, you are in the future. Alright, I lied. This road is worse. Not as bad as before, but still not good. Oh, that's a good pothole. A lot of freaking cars on this road. Another one. Let's see, do they have the lights on? They have some lights on. Oh wow, they actually have that parking lot open. That wasn't open a few weeks ago when I was here. Might come back to that in a minute. Why is there so many cars? Holy crap. We're in Massachusetts, Lynn. Caution, wind-blown snow. Alright, thank you. Yeah, road's not wonderful up here. Alright, let's see. How's the mountain looking? Do not enter? Yeah. Oh well. Heaviest snow I've seen in a while. Alright, how's the radar looking? Yeah, we actually have. Let me make sure I'm not in the way of a plow or something, because it wouldn't be the first time tonight. Let me show you radar real fast. If I can get the phone out of the clip. There we go. No, you get on the right side of the road. You left side drivers. Yeah, you can see right there we just had some yellow, which is heavier, pop up right on top of us. So it's snowing. It's actually snowing pretty good right now. There's a car behind me. Why wouldn't there be? Hold on. Let me get out of the way. Always in the way. Can't have nice things. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know how well you can tell from this view, but coming down pretty good. Definitely the heaviest it's come down in a couple of hours. Need to get away from these people. Get away from me. Alright. Actually, should clean off my mirror real fast. There we go. Alright. Probably going to start making my way back home, because now that this band has passed, I don't think you're going to get anything better. But we'll see. That band's intensified and then kind of phased out pretty fast. It's still going to take us like 5 or so minutes to get back to the highway, so we'll see if anything happens in that time frame. Might actually take longer if this guy goes all the way to the highway, because he is going. Oh. Scotland gets snow like that a lot. Yeah, I believe it. And is someone stalking you? It certainly seems like it tonight. Like, no matter where I pull into, there's always a car that follows me, or a plow that comes in directly behind me. Oh yeah, that's right. First, I do want to pull into this parking lot because this is an extremely well-lit parking lot. It looks pretty with the snow falling. Hopefully there's no plows here. Or cops. Ow. Actually, a car, you gotta be kidding me. A car just pulled in behind me. What are the odds? Ow. No, he wants to talk. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just pulling in just to look at the snow, but I'll get out. Yep. Alright, he's not a friendly. No sense of humor on that guy. Man, he was chasing after me. Maybe if the lot is closed, close the fucking gate, dumbass. Anyways. Okay. Well, so much for that plan. What did he say? He said this lot is closed. He has the right to ask me to leave. I just don't understand why the gate's open if the lot's closed. That doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. He was not friendly, I will say that. Has he got the right? I think that guy was a worker for the mountain, but still. Interesting. I don't even know where the guy came from. I didn't see any headlights behind me, and then all of a sudden I turn into the parking lot, and there's headlights behind me. He appeared out of thin air. This snow band is actually kind of growing on top of us. How do you know? Because at this mountain, they all have the same pickup truck, and they usually have the logo and the name of the mountain on the side of the truck. I couldn't tell if that was there or not, but he was in a pickup truck, and I mean, he wouldn't have told me the lot was closed if he didn't work here, I don't think. Doesn't really matter, though. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. There's plenty of places I can be. It's a human right to go up there. I'll go back and fight them. Let's see if I can find another parking lot to get kicked out of. I wouldn't mind taking one more measurement of snow somewhere. Kind of hard though. Almost every single parking lot I've been in has either been plowed or has been trampled down by a lot of cars, so it's kind of hard to find an undisturbed spot at this point. It's just nice and undisturbed. Alright, we'll be able to get a good measurement down here. Hopefully I can get out. I swear, if I see headlights behind me. Alright, good. Alright, take a quick measurement, see how much snow is here. We have about 3.6 inches. I don't know what that converts to in the metric unit, because I know we're Americans, we're stupid. We use the imperial system. Oh, I lost Wi-Fi. Dope. Oh well. Oh God, no! Don't open my emails. I don't need that. Oh God. All right. Well, I'm probably gonna start heading home, but I'll show you. What's up, JT? So my spotter dot disappeared, but we are about basically right in the middle of that yellow. So radar scan's 12 minutes old though. Yeah, I'm probably coming home right now. Tanner's in here too. Yeah, get the view count up. That'll help my ratings. I'm in Westminster right now, so I'll probably be home in like half an hour. But yeah, that radar scan's about 12 minutes old. I don't know what happened. My hotspot must have died or something, but I can't turn it back on or else the stream will end, so just get home safely. I think that's going to be about it for the snow. Well, not it for the snow, but like I've been saying, I don't think it's going to get any heavier than what we experienced, so might as well end on a high note. Did you see my comment of the sub? I said sorry. I think I did. I don't remember. Kind of multitasking. Not a good multitasker. If you're talking about the one where you said that you subbed to me, then yeah, I do remember seeing that. I do appreciate that. highways are still wet, so should be able to get home pretty quickly. Still snowing pretty good. Make sure my high beams aren't on. I'm blinding somebody. Wind's picking up a little bit. Damn. Starting to get accumulation back on the highway. And just like that, there goes my camera view. Okay. I'm interested to see what the radar looks like because it should be getting lighter, but it's not. 20-minute-old radar scan though, so things can change fast. Oh, there's a statey in front of us. State trooper. That's why no one's going fast. Yeah, I think I'll hang back here. Love to explain to him why I have my phone and my computer in my front seat. I'm sure he'll love that. My car can't make up its mind if it can see or not. Fly past him? Yeah. No thanks. I'm good. If it's Noah Welch though, the weather can change whenever it wants. Yeah, I know. Especially here in New England. Oh, there he goes. He's exiting. Yeah, especially here. Weather is known to change fast here. I know it is in the UK as well too. So, although I feel like every region says that about their region, that their particular region changed weather faster than any other place. Kind of everybody's own boasting thing. Actually, roads are good enough I can pass. If they stay in their lane. That guy's passing them too. Still 33 degrees. The ground's obviously above freezing too. Snow's melting. Or it's just not coming down fast enough right now to accumulate before it melts. Or both. No, no, no. I'm going under the speed limit. Roads are just wet. Someone went in that rest stop earlier. It's probably a cop, honestly. Alright, roads aren't as good here. Gotta slow down a little bit. Getting slightly higher in elevation, so yeah. was a little bit lighter here. Clear right. And back to shitty roads. I could have saved a couple of bucks if I got gas here. Damn. God. That slush, whatever you want to call it, sounds awful on the bottom of the car. Don't hit the black ice. I don't think there is any black ice. Could be wrong though. Very hard to tell. Obviously. Oh wow. This road's actually been plowed recently. That's rare. Can't wait to see what my road looks like though. It's usually the worst one in town. Speaking of plows, there he is. And he's going to be in the way. He's creating a pathway right now. Build a snowman? You could. This snow is very, very wet. It'd be very good for building snowman or snowballs or whatever. Pass him? You pass him. I'd be in the snow banking if I tried to pass him. Eventually, inching towards home. Well, as we inch towards the closing of the stream in the next few minutes, I will say I appreciate all of you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Nice little stream. Not too bad of a storm, but definitely worth streaming. Probably about 3 or 4 inches here. Still got a few more overnight. If you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. Obviously, it helps out significantly, and if you enjoy the content, it's a win-win. Definitely live streams, obviously. If we get any more snowstorms, I'll be doing them. And then the plan is to cover severe weather setups this summer as well around here and in the plains. So be on the lookout for that. That should be fun. Hopefully this guy doesn't clip a tree or something. He is clipping trees. Getting way down by the snow. Oh, you're so close. Alright. We are essentially here, so I'm going to call it. Like I said, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And wherever you are, hope you have a great night, morning, whatever. And hopefully we'll see you again. So, peace out, everybody. Oops, that's not what I meant to do.